Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you can see and hear me. If you can see and hear me, can you please actually type in the chat box so that you can, I know that everything is actually intact. Can you see and hear me? Okay, guys. Okay, fantastic. Let's get started. Let's get started. So before I get started, I am just trying to reiterate the rules. All these trading ideas, whatever I've been giving you, it's based on the technical breakouts, but it is always advised that you do your own analysis before taking any kind of trade, because please understand. One second. The live is actually having some issues. One second. Because I am on Facebook Live and YouTube Live, so it is trying to affect me. 1 second. Okay. Okay. Coming back to this. So what I was reiterating is the first and foremost thing is all these trading ideas are based on the technical breakouts, but you need to do your own analysis before taking any trade, because you understand that there is a risk always when it comes to trading. Market can go in either direction, and that is the reason why we always have a stop loss. So all trading ideas will always have a stop loss, always will have a target. So it's always advised that you actually exit out either when a stop loss is hit or a target is hit. And if there's any change, I would actually mention that in my trading ideas, because I'll be updating whatever trading I have actually shared every day. See, ensure that you are being a part of this call, or actually look at either the YouTube live or the Facebook live, so that you know what actually I have explained there, because I have told you everything about that particular stock and what you need to do in case actually the stop loss is actually nearby or hit or something like that. I would have already explained you about this. So please trade with the amount that you can afford to lose. So that is very important for you to know. You need to actually do your own trading, and don't put all the money in one stock. Always I try to give you multiple stocks, so try to put the money in at least 4 to 5 stock at any given point of time, because sometimes some will work, some will not work. It is not possible that all of them will hit at one go. So that's very important. And if actually this is, see, please understand, I'm not charging anything for all these free tips. You could actually make a lot of money with this. If you actually do it properly, you will make a tons of money. And the whole idea is I want to help more and more people to make their own income through trading. That is the main reason why I'm actually doing this. And the only thing which I ask from you is, if you find this is useful, please refer it to as many friends as possible. And I have some courses and all. If you are interested, you can join and you can refer your friends. And my channels of Telegram and Facebook as well as YouTube, I'm giving a lot of content. I'm actually going to come out with a lot more content which can educate you. So you can actually share this with as many people as possible. And if you are actually benefited with any of these trades, I just want that trading snapshot with testimonial from you. That is what I expect from you, nothing more than that. Okay, coming back to this. These were some of the, let's recap on what all actually has been already done and what is already achieved. Bharti Airtel, it is still moving in the same range, so there is nothing else. The call is still active. As of now, there is nothing which is stopping. See, it has to just give a breakout. It only starts moving higher than 565, the momentum may come. As of now, it is still trading in that range only. TVS Motor has achieved all the targets. I have revised the targets. 410 also got achieved today. 420 is the next target we are looking. As long as actually it can cross 420, then actually it will become very bullish. So these are the targets right now. And if you see the time where I had actually given you the target, TVS Motor was around 4% down. From 4% down, we have already reached I think more than 10% plus. Actually, it has gone from the price we have actually given the call on Friday. So Tata Chemicals is still moving in the same range. It is not actually going anywhere. The call is still active. Colgate today it achieved the first target. So the first target is already achieved in Colgate, and JSW Energy, the first target again is achieved today. So if you see, all these targets were actually given on Friday. So we have told 7 to 10 days, but most of these targets have got achieved much ahead of time. And let's look at the other things which I had given you on 3rd August, that is on Monday. I had given you these stocks, which is Tata Motors. It is actually the first target is achieved, still the other targets are yet to be there. This actually had told it could probably take a month time, or it could happen before that also, because if you see from the price, it's almost 20 to 30%, but the pattern is as such that it can achieve these targets. It's very, very bullish. BHL, I have told you that this is actually a long-term stock, and until and unless it is not going to go below 35, it is a buy. The call is still active. It is almost nearby to the first target. It is still not achieved. The next call was HDFC. I today and yesterday you could see HDFC has done phenomenally well. Yesterday it was actually one of the top Nifty stocks, and the first target is achieved today. And if you see from the price we have given, almost more than 5-6% that's achieved already. And the next target, what I had shared you was IOC. IOC first target is achieved today. So all these were given on Monday, and as of now, the call is still active, and all these things are still there. The next call is what I had shared with you yesterday. Yesterday, if you see, already three of them have hit the targets. NMDC has hit the first target. Tata Steel has actually completed all the targets. In fact, 335, 385 was the last target which I had given. So I have revised the target to 390 and 395. That is the target which has been revised. So within a day, it has actually crossed more than 5%. So yesterday I had given this particular call. SBI is another stock which I had actually recommended. The first target is achieved. The rest of the thing is yet to be there. See, tomorrow is actually RBI policy day, and since tomorrow is a RBI policy day, there is a very high likelihood that banking stocks will be actually very much buzzing in energy for today and tomorrow. I had given you two sell calls, Seat and Indigo. Out of these two sell calls, uh, I had told very clearly, only let it go as high as possible, only at the end of the day, yesterday, or probably today. Once it is somewhere nearby to these prices, that is where you need to actually sell. That is what I had actually shared. Indigo almost nearby to that, it had gone yesterday, and today if you see, it was nearby to these prices, and look at the way it is almost nearby to the first target. It's almost nearby. So if it is actually going higher and it is unable to surpass, then actually it is a sell. Indigo and Seat right now are in the bear market. And for today, so the calls which are there for today is, the first recommendation is for ICICI Bank. Now 353 to 355, this is the ideal buying price which we are looking at. And if it is going below 349, it's a temporary exit at this point of time, because let's keep stop losses smaller, stricter. So as long as it is not going to go below the day's low, and see, the stricter stop loss could be the day low, because we have already done a low in the morning. So I think that could be a best possible exit. The targets are 360, 370, 380. We are looking at most of these targets to be achieved within this 3 days, rather than more number of time. I would actually expect, because we are expecting the Nifty to be in the range of 11,000 to 11,500 on the higher end. 11,500 is a place where we will like to book the profits. And for Bank Nifty, we would like to book profits around 22,500 to 23,000. That is a place where it is advisable to look for profit booking. Right now, Bank Nifty is trying to move higher. Tomorrow is the policy day, so it will rather remain on the upper hand. Next buy call will be Manappuram. The stricter stop loss will be the day's low. we are almost nearby the day's low, and this is the ideal place for you to buy. And as long as it is not going to go below this 153 on the closing basis, it is a buy. And if it is going to cross 166 and go beyond that, then actually it will move higher. Otherwise, probably it may actually come down. So these are the targets which are there right now. Things looks quite good, but these are the levels. It made a low, and from there it has started moving higher. So this is actually a buy recommendation as of now. And the third recommendation is Cipla. Cipla actually is almost nearby to the 52-week high, and it is going to surpass that 52-week high and make a higher highs. So what we are looking is around 715 to 718 is the buying range we are looking. As long as it's not going to go below 700, it is still a buy, because we are looking at least 730, 740, 750, or probably beyond that, because it is actually moving much more higher. So these are the three buy calls for today. uh, okay, you so these are the three buy calls. As I've told you, you actually need to make your own due diligence before taking any kind of a trade. And uh, can I understand how many of you here are new for the stock market? How many of you are new? I see a lot of my students here. Apart from my students who are as new here, are you new to the market? Are you actually veteran to the market? So you could actually, in case you have any recommendations to what I can do with this uh, new to the market. Okay, great. Amar says new to the market. Who else is new to the market? Or actually, some of you who are already a part of my group earlier, whoever is not a part of my actually trading group, please actually join Crazy Money with Sree, the Facebook group, as well as the YouTube link, and the Telegram. All of them have the same name. And in case any of you are new, I will share all these things via the Telegram. So if you have not joined, please go there. And this actually gives you all the different things which I am doing. I advise on the portfolio. If you have a good portfolio and you want advice, I can actually help you with this. For beginners, I have a course which is just 499. You can look at that. From people who are a little more intermediate, there are two courses. One is mainly to do with the somebody who wants to do trading, and this is for somebody who wants to actually do only investing. So this is just 1999. So you can take any of these courses. These are all actually uh, 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 courses which can really help you to get started. I wanted to keep it very affordable. And for people who want to learn in detail and want to actually do all the predictions and want to be independent, this is something which I actually share. Along with this, I give you a lot of bonuses, and this actually is going to cost you just 9,999. And you want to get more updates, go and actually look at any of this. If you have any doubts, anything you want to ask, you can go ahead and ask me. I am planning to start every day doing with new ideas and about your own stocks and all. I want to do that probably every day at night, somewhere around 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. I am planning to do. I'll actually let you know in the group. Please provide a swing trade. These are all swing trade calls only. All these are swing trade calls only, Paulumi. What else you are actually expecting? I am not very clear. All these are swing trading ideas only. All these are actually for many of them actually achieve the targets within 2 to 3 days, but we want to keep on a higher side. 7 to 10 days is what we are actually looking at this. These are all swing trading ideas only. Swing means what? Swing is actually you are just, as the swing actually moves higher, goes up and comes down. Some This is actually a swing. Wherever there is actually an opportunity, we are looking for that. So none of them are intraday calls, right, guys? Actually, intraday, some of them may work, some of them may not work. We are all the recommendations are purely positional trades. So we are looking at least 3 days, 7 days, 10 days kind of thing. Anything you want to ask, you can go ahead and ask me. Shoot a question. Let me see if anybody has asked any questions on Facebook or on YouTube. If there is any question, I will try to answer that. Otherwise, actually, we can wind off this session. So, any of you have any questions to ask? Anything you want to know? You are free to ask now. If you have Mukesh, I am not doing intraday because intraday actually has too much of a high risk, and that I don't want to advocate, because there are a lot of people who have just started doing trading who are actually getting doing here. I am not advocating any intraday calls at all at this point of time. I am good in giving positional trades, so I'll actually focus on giving the positional trades right now. I don't see anybody here. Uh, okay, let me see in my. Okay, 1 second. Okay, where would be Bank Nifty at the end of the close? It will be positive, is what I can see. Uh, as of now, about 22,000, it will be quite aggressive. So Amar, if you want to review the portfolio, there is an option there. You can actually, I will be sharing the PDF. In that, there is an option you can actually take that particular advice. I will be personally reviewing your portfolio there. So you can take that particular call, hit on the button. You can actually, then we can actually proceed on that. Guys, any other questions any of you have? We will answer that, or else I think we will wind off uh, the session. I think the charges right now I am doing, Amar, is 5,000 rupees for actually 1 hour session. So I will be reviewing your entire portfolio. If it is too big, probably we'll have to record that. But anyway, there is an early charge. So I will actually sit with you and review on all the stocks, and I'll give you um, what actually has Nifty Reg. Mukesh, I have already given you in the Telegram channel, right? So Amar, as I was telling you, I will sit with you and review each of your stocks. I will tell you what will be, is it actually advised to hold on to that stock, which is actually we need to reshuffle the stocks, whatever is to be done. I will be actually explaining that to you. So my charges will be 5,000 rupees per hour for actually doing any of this portfolio related review calls. And because it depends on how many stocks you have, you may have less stocks, you may have more stocks, you may have different portfolio reason, so we may have to take that call. But I will be flexible on that, don't worry. We can actually discuss on the thing. You can take that particular thing, and then we can discuss more in detail. Guys, any other questions any of you have? We can actually uh, I can actually talk to you on that. If there is no other question, I think we will wind up the session. So Nifty range, I have already told you on my channel. So the resistance will come somewhere around 11,200 to 250. That is exactly a place where it came. And the support is actually between 11,100 to 150. So that is exactly the place right now it is. It market is actually quite, at this point of time, the strength is still there in the market, but there is a resistance at 11,400 to 500, 550. That is actually quite a strong resistance. Probably this week we may try actually testing that resistance, and there could be some profit booking with there. Mukesh, as I said, we are actually looking for a positive thing happening for today and tomorrow also, or this week we are looking it positive, but intraday anything can happen. So the range is 11,000 to 11,200, 11,200 to see 11,000 on the lower end, of the band and 11,200 on the higher end of the band. That is what we are looking for currently the market to be in. Once it is actually going to surpass that and holds on to that, probably market will move between 12,000 11,200 to 11,400 range. So this can actually work something very similar to what was actually doing what market was doing between 9,000 to 9,200. If you see, there is a lot of actually movement this month. I look more of a consolidation. Probably sometime we may actually move higher, and later we actually can consolidate during this phase. That is what actually I am looking at. Any other questions any of you have? Mukesh, I would suggest if you to actually undergo a course, you will understand it much better. Then you will be able to take a much better trading calls. Guys, if there is any other questions any of you have, you can ask me. If there's no other question, I'll just wind off the session. Okay, guys, I am winding off the session. We'll catch up in the evening. I'll actually share with you the timing and all in the group. So see you in the group. Thank you.